Sometimes the world asks you to pause, not as punishment, but as grace. When the road grows too long for your thoughts to follow, when the wind outpaces your heart, something small always intervenes. Rain on the windshield, the hush between thunder, a light that feels like it's been waiting just for you. They say there are places that keep what people lose in passing. Words unsent, forgiveness half spoken, love folded too gently to survive the noise of living. The kind of places that remember even when we forget. I think the rain was trying to tell me that, because when I saw that distant glow through the trees, faint and trembling, I felt that old, wordless pull, as if something I'd once written was calling me home. I didn't plan to stop here. The road was a river, the evening too gray to tell where the sky ended and the trees began. When I saw the light through cracked shutters, faint, trembling, I thought it might just be the storm playing tricks. But as I pressed my hand against the door, it gave a soft sigh and opened, like it had been waiting a very long time. Inside, dust, the smell of old paper, and something gentler, like forgotten warmth. I shook the rain from my coat and listened. No one answered back. Only wood settling, only wind. Some doors open not to shelter, but to memory. Upstairs I found it, a room lit by one stubborn candle on a desk cluttered with envelopes. Hundreds of them, some sealed, some not, tied with faded ribbon. On the wall beside them hung an empty frame, and beneath it, a single line carved in the wood. Some rooms remember what we forget. I sat, and I began to read. Letter 1, Small Joy. My dearest, it rained today, the kind of rain that ends the heat without ending the summer. I left the cafe late, humming that song you said I'd forget. I didn't. I still hum it when the world feels too large. Nothing extraordinary happened. Maybe that's why it mattered. An old woman offered me half of her umbrella. A child laughed at something only clouds could see. I wish you'd been walking beside me, not for conversation, but silence shared. There's sweetness in company that asks for nothing. L. Reading it, I smiled. There was no tragedy hiding in those lines, just everyday tenderness, bottled inside paper and ink. I wondered why it was never sent. Perhaps some affections are meant to live quietly, unconfirmed. Love letters addressed to peace itself. Letter 2, Regret. M. I tried to write without apology and failed. The words bend toward it like trees toward light. I owe you explanations, but they change each time I reach them. So here is what I can give. When I left, it wasn't because I stopped caring. It was because the person I was then couldn't stay without breaking everything. I hope time has been kind to you, kind enough to forget me a little. R. I held that letter for a long while. The candle's flame quivered, as if breathing with the words. Some goodbyes are never sent because they would make the ending real. And some people carry their unspoken farewells like talismans, proof they once tried. I turned the pages under lamplight. Names I didn't know, but the rhythm of the sentences tugged somewhere deep, like déjà vu whispering in cursive. Letter 3. Hope. To whoever finds this, if the world feels too loud, come here. Sit a while. The room will know you. You don't have to write. Just breathe. The silence will do the rest. I read that one twice. It felt familiar, though I couldn't say why. The penmanship curved like mine. The date smudged beyond reading. Maybe hope repeats itself in different handwriting until someone believes it. I wanted to keep reading forever, but paper crumbles in restless hands. I placed the letters back into their quiet nest and looked toward the window. The storm had thinned into mist. Outside, a faint blue light pressed at the horizon, too pale for dawn, too soft for moonlight. I read once more. Letter 4. Forgotten year. The page opened itself. Faint stain of coffee along the margin. You tried to become someone new by forgetting who you were. But forgetting writes its own record. Every silence leaves a mark. You promised a year of letters and managed only 3. Then life swallowed you back into its noise. Still, I kept the promise for both of us. Below the text, a drawing. A river, bordered by trees shaped like the ones outside this house. I froze. I had drawn trees that way once, as a child. My hands started shaking. Letter 5. Unknown voice. There was one envelope left, half hidden beneath the candle holder. No seal, only my name across the front. My name. Not possible. Yet there it was. My handwriting, maybe, or someone who had learned it through years of watching. Hands trembling, I opened it. You've finally come back. You don't remember writing these, do you? That's all right. The room kept them safe. Every time a thought was too heavy to carry through waking, you left it here. Every kindness unspoken, every apology unfinished, inked into these letters so the world wouldn't forget what you meant to say. There are others who will find them after you leave. Light the candle again before you go. Let them read. In this way, The letters never end. The room. I don't remember writing those words, but I remember feeling them. And suddenly I knew. This place wasn't built by hands. It was shaped by memory, the whispered kind we murmur before sleep, hoping someone, somewhere, is listening. I stayed until the candle's wick folded into itself. Before leaving, I straightened the stack of letters, tied the ribbon anew, and added one last sheet of my own. Letter 6. For whoever comes next. To whoever hears this voice, if the world feels too loud, come here. Sit a while. The room will know you. You don't have to write. Just breathe. The silence will do the rest. Outside, the rain had gentled to a whisper, tracing silver trails down the window pane. The world beyond the glass felt new, though nothing had changed but me. I stood a while longer, listening to the slow heartbeat of the house, the soft swing of the door, the patient quiet of a place that had learned to wait. Some rooms hold their silence like a promise. Some letters never ask to be answered. When I stepped back into the mist, I carried none of the papers with me, only the stillness they left behind, and the faint scent of candle smoke that felt, somehow, like home.